When we talk about the case against Donald Trump, much of it is about Donald Trump specifically, and it's about Donald Trump policy and Donald Trump cluelessness and Donald Trump incompetence and just lack of fitness, temperamentally unfit to be president of the United States. But a big part of the danger of a Donald Trump presidency is not only that it would make the United States a laughingstock around the world, but it's a danger in terms of the people and actions that it would embolden. And we have to look no further than a video recorded by Memphis man Brandon Liston, who goes by Sky Lev on the internet. He was involved in a road rage incident, which resulted in him being on the receiving end of a just violent racist rant, including the N-word and so many other things like Black Lives Don't Matter. The man you're going to see in this video that I'm going to play audio and video from has been identified as Neil Thompson. And Lev explained that Neil Thompson wouldn't let him pass while driving. The man claims Lev was speeding around him and forced him to slam on his brakes. No surprise, a road rage incident where there are drastically different stories about who was doing what. What we don't have different stories about, fortunately, because we have video, is what happened when the two men pulled over and Lev took out his phone to record the other man coming up and approaching him. You are going to hear some pretty horrible language in this video. I'm going to play just a little bit of it for you. This video has been going viral. It is rancid. It is disgusting. It is a Trump supporter. And this is exactly the type of behavior that is emboldened by Donald Trump. Let's take a look.
What's up, buddy?
Oh, now I'm a buddy.
Hey, Trump. Trump all the way. Trump.
Hey,
check this out.
A minute ago.
Hey, check it out.
Now I'm a
Hey,
buddy.
no, I got you. Because Black lives don't matter. There ain't no proof. Just because you say something don't mean nothing.
Wow.
Prove it.
I appreciate.
Hey, check it out.
I
If
appreciate
Black
you for
lives
sharing.
matter, hey, I'm talking for you. I appreciate it. I gladly appreciate it, sir.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
glad.
So
Black
Black lives
lives
don't
don't
matter
matter.
because you got a problem in traffic.
No, Black lives don't matter. No, the problem in traffic was you were right behind me, sped up and drove around me, jumped in front of me, and made me slam on my brakes at a light. That makes you a nigger.
Oh.
That proves,
That's
check
what
it out,
people are
that
nigger.
proves that Black lives don't matter. Hey, no. If you have a side, if you have a subject, you tell me why Black lives matter. Because people say so? You tell me why, how. You know what matter means? Is something that makes a difference. And let me tell you something. Check it out. Martin Luther King.
Black lives didn't matter. Black lives didn't matter.
Hey, Martin Luther King died for a purpose. And you know what? You need to watch the very first episode of Boondocks, because he walks around ashamed of the people with the flat bill hats like you and the people that can't even keep their pants up.
Really?
Yeah, put it on Facebook. I don't care. I don't care. Look at
Apparently
me.
you don't.
You're a punk that lives off social media. I don't even have a social media account. You know why? Because white lives matter.
Do that. I appreciate you sharing me your life story, sir.
What life
Why
story?
don't you go
Hey,
put your fucking people's lives together?
Hey, let me handle this. Be a woman.
Oof.
What was my life history? Was there anything of anybody's past? Or are you just another nigger that doesn't understand anything?
Apparently you teach me about
I'll teach you
black
anything.
people.
I'll teach you anything.
Teach me a little bit more about black people.
Black people were bought by a contract, and we got ripped off because y'all should have got returned when there was evidence and proof that y'all couldn't do anything.
So
because y'all live off welfare.
What makes you-
No.
you keep
Let me
saying-
answer your
you keep
question,
on saying,
nigger.
y'all, what makes you think I'm a
Nigger.
black person?
Because you look like and you drive like a nigger. That's why.
So uncomfortable to watch. And hey, did you notice him saying to the woman in his car, hey, let me handle this, be a woman? Is anybody shocked that the racist guy is also a flaming misogynist? I'm not. I mean, I think it pretty much correlates, doesn't it?
Right. I mean, it's very disturbing to watch.
Yeah.
We should point out that, of course, this is not even close to the majority of Trump supporters.
Sure.
But the Republican Party has been dealing with racism for a long time, ever since LBJ signed the South away in the 60s.
Yep.
And it's a problem that persists, and we see it in this.
And I'm more worried by those emboldened by a Trump presidency than the Trump presidency itself, as horrible as that would be. Also, later on in the video, we don't have time for the entire rant, but he also started referring to the driver as a transgender fag, so transphobic and homophobic. This is basically deplorable Trump supporter bingo, and this guy is a parody of himself. It's almost like he's trying to prove how insane he is. And if Trump wins, these deplorables will be coalesced and catalyzed and emboldened even more than they've been merely by Trump's presidency. And this garbage is going to escalate for 4 years. Now, one of Thompson's neighbors said something like, oh, he's a great neighbor, and I like him. And, you know, he's not, I don't know that he's actually racist, or basically just defended all this. Well, it's great that at least his neighbor thinks that he's a nice guy, right? Did this happen, Pat, because of economic anxieties and trade deals that Donald Trump is going to fix? I mean, is that why this guy supports Trump? Because this tirade was caused by NAFTA or something like that? Or is this just one of those deplorables that we keep hearing about?
No, it comes from the rhetoric that you hear at Trump rallies. And there are actual policies that Donald Trump would put forward that would put this into act. I mean, you can look at the Muslim ban that he proposes.
Sure. Which I guess is
people
canceled
against
now.
each other.
Yeah, maybe that's canceled, or I guess the wall. But maybe the wall's canceled too. Who knows what the Trump policies are? I mean, it's election day. We have no idea what Trump's actual proposals are at this point, other than he'll put good people around himself, which we know he couldn't do during the campaign, and he will figure it out later, which we know that he hasn't been able to do with his campaign either. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is what we're going to have a lot of if Donald Trump wins tonight. Let's take a break. I'm on Twitter at @dpakman. Next, my prediction for what will happen tonight in the election. Today's program is made possible in part by custom menswear line Indo Chino. I told you how I had gotten my custom suit measured by Chris at the Boston Indo Chino showroom. I went in last week to have the almost finished product measured, and today I'm actually going in to pick up the tailored version. Some small tweaks were made after the suit came in, and I love the experience. Chris was great to work with. I would often buy off-the-rack suits, and they really weren't that inexpensive, but they just didn't fit right, even when I had them tailored. And at Indo Chino, they basically build a suit for you from the ground up. I know nothing about how to build a suit from the ground up. So fortunately, I had Chris there to help and advise me in terms of what it is that makes sense in terms of pockets, in terms of fabric, in terms of colors and buttons and all of that stuff. But even if you don't live near a showroom, you can submit your measurements online. If you go to indochino.com, they actually give you instructions for how to measure what is necessary to custom build a suit for you. And this week in particular, it's a very exciting week. My listeners can get any premium Indo Chino suit for just $389 at indochino.com, but you must enter the code Pakman at checkout. That's Pakman to save 50% off the regular price for a made-to-measure suit from Indo Chino. Shipping is free. Satisfaction guaranteed, or your money back. That's promo code Pakman, Pakman, for 50% off.